Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bite Time. My name is Terry Two, and today's show will be called The Holiday Season of IT. By saying, thank God this is over with. We're going to talk about some of the top IT devices for the 2025 holiday season. There were gifts for anyone. Some of them you have heard of, some you haven't. But it was a big year. From what I'm understanding, I've been asking people and looking at the periodicals and stuff online, and this was a big year for IT. Anything related to IT, whether it be AI or the other stuff, there was like a big push for IT items this holiday season. So we're gonna talk about some of them. We're gonna talk about getting to them. Like I said, some of you have heard of, some you haven't. And then from there on, we'll take it from there. Big day in college basketball, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy college basketball is here. Now we're playing the conference game. Stop playing with no-name bodies and get it on. NFL, tomorrow, the regular season's ending. Some teams are in the playoffs, are sitting the starters. Some are playing for positioning, what seeds there will be. And then what else we got? College football playoffs are coming up. We'll get into that later on. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we had a major situation that went on in Venezuela. We'll get into all that. So come on back. Great show. And guess what? We're going to live that funk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. By leaving things out, Passover. Hey, welcome back. It's 2026, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a new year. Where hopefully everybody had a good time enjoying the holiday. This 2 week, like I said, the 2 week break that we have every year between Christmas and New Year's. I hope everyone got all rested and refreshed and everything. So glad everybody's here. And once again, I appreciate you listening to me going on year number, I think 4 or 5. I don't know, but it's getting there. But I really appreciate you as listeners out there. I really do. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we need to get this out the way. There was the capture of President Maduro in Venezuela by the United States forces. I don't know if you've seen anything on TV, but there were special reports that United States did. Let me repeat that they did capture President Maduro and his wife, and they're heading to New York to charges that are brought against them. So this is what I'm getting right now from CNN, from the president, saying that they're on a ship coming to New York, and from there we don't know what's going to happen. The Justice Department has an indictment against them. Like I said, this is ongoing information. If I get anything that pops up that's serious enough, I will announce it because um, it is. This is in real time, ladies and gentlemen. The United States went in, got Maduro and his wife and his son. From what I'm looking at here, yes, indictments against Maduro, his wife, and son. They're on the Iwo Jima ship heading to New York. All right, they're going to Manhattan. All right, they'll probably go to court. They'll probably be held up at the um, Metropolitan Correction Facility. I think that's in Brooklyn. But that's all I know right now, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep you abreast if anything changes during the podcast. Okay. So, like I was saying, situation like this, we had to. I'm going to report it. All right. So, on that note, but what else we got? It's like I said, a whole slate of college football, basketball, and can't be playing the marshmallows anymore as season is over with. So we got a lot of games. I'm going to talk to you about some of them real quick, ladies and gentlemen, because there's so many teams. There's a hell of a lot more teams in college basketball there is in college basketball. I mean, it really is. There's a lot of teams out there. So let me get to them real quick. some of the games, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So some of the games that are going to be played today. So we got Clemson at Pitt. Right now, Virginia's playing North Carolina State. We got Kentucky and Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, um, VCU versus Duquesne. There's a whole lot. I'm not going to get all of them, but there's a lot of games. Um, there's so many of them. I just don't. It's just a lot. All right. And then for tomorrow, NFL, like I was saying in the intro, that the is the regular season ends tomorrow. But we do have games today. Positioning game. Believe it or not, these are positionings. So right now we got Tampa Bay and Carolina Panthers. They're playing for a playoff spot today. So the winner of this gets into the playoffs. Okay. And then later on this evening, we have Seattle playing the 49ers. That game is in San Francisco, home of the Super Bowl. Go figure. The winner of this gets the number one seed in the in the whole NFC. All right. So number one seed is at stake right here. All right. So what else we got? And like I said, tomorrow's the last day of the regular season. Some of the stars are gonna play, some are not. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoyed my day off from work. Friday I was off, but I didn't do anything. I went to a friend's house and watched he's a big Miami fan. So we watched Miami play Ohio State in college football and then came home. Um, did a toast to my lady. And after that, I went to sleep, got up Thursday morning, did a 35-minute walk, got that out the way. And what else? Just watched football, college football all day in sweatpants and that was it. And as they say, the party goes on. No, I wasn't partying, but just relaxing, enjoying myself. So that's it. But I'm glad that we're all here. It's 2026. Time is passing us by. And let's get the show. So right, we're going to talk about, yes, the holiday season was, from my understanding, was a great season for information technology devices. So computers, um, headphones, you name it. Uh, Speakers, accessories, you name it. It was a very good year from what I'm told. It was a very good year for information technology. Even I got my little granddaughter some stuff, um, and that's part of technology, and it works, and it worked out perfectly. And it was just a year where uh, you got to have an electronic device because sometimes you really do need these devices, phones. Um, What else? Portable music players. And still people still buy MP3 players, believe it or not. Um, Headphones. Some of you work from home, some of you don't. What else we got? All kind of things. So let's get the show started here. First item we're gonna talk about, the Apple AirPods 2. These are extremely popular. I don't have a pair because I have an Android phone and I refuse to give up my Android phone. But the AirPods 2 wireless, these are extremely popular. Okay. But here's a funny thing about it. I tell people this all the time. Watch how the price of these things are going to drop. And look at this. AirPods 2 Pro Wireless, they were selling at $249. You can get it for $189 on Amazon. Or you probably go to the store, it's probably gonna be the same price. What they're trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is they're trying to clear out their old inventory. They're gonna push it out. They're probably gonna drop this even more. Okay. So don't be surprised. You see prices of these devices, prices are dropping because they can't. They just don't. It's holding up their warehouse and they're trying to get rid of this stuff. So don't be surprised the price drops on here. So, like I said, these are fantastic. I've listened to them; they are very good. Um, 45 hour battery with charging case. Sweat and water resistant. It does heart rate monitoring, and you can't go wrong. These are really really popular. Okay. Next item we'll talk about here is the Beats Power Beats Pro 2. fantastic earbuds for working out. Um, Also, these were for $249. They're 199, and it's probably going to drop again. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, these are going to drop even more. Not the fancy to them. Workout earbuds with secure fit hooks around your ear. 45-minute battery with charging case. Same thing. Sweat and water resistant. Um, I mean, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. All right. Um, has ANC on these power buds, and it's powered by the Apple H2 chip. So that's really, really, they are fantastic over there at Apple. They got their own processors for the devices. I hate to say it. The stuff is expensive, but they do have real good stuff over there. All right. Um, you can't go wrong. Like I said, 44-hour charge. You can't, they're really good. So um, this is an Apple product too, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. This is also an Apple product. So price on this is $199, ladies and gentlemen. So if you need a late gift for your son or daughter, hey, be prepared because the price is going to drop even more on some of these devices. Okay. The next item is the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones. Now, these are pricey. Okay. This is a second generation, so you even have more updated features on here. Was $449, now $399. Okay. Find them at Amazon. You'll probably find them at Costco. All your big box stores will have them. And I talk about 'em. I'm not gonna get into all of the specs, but you know, built-in microphone, noise canceling, um, has active noise control. You can't go wrong there. You come with the audio cable, so if you want to plug it in, you can charge it or connect it to your USB-C port on your, let's say, your laptop or your phone. I mean, just simple stuff. Okay. Um, your wireless connectivities, Bluetooth format, um, A2DP, the Bluetooth audio streaming, and you can't go wrong. And it's running on the 5.4 version of Bluetooth, so you can't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The next item, once again, is an Apple product. Um, was $29, now $19. Now the AirTags work superbly. Okay, they work really good. You can't go wrong. I mean, once again, Apple products are really popular and very good. These are only good for your Apple phones. Okay, so all Apple phones you can think of, this AirTag will work with it. It's definitely basically it's a locator. So, say for instance, you're traveling, and let's say for instance you go, let's say in the airport like JFK or BWI or Dulles or airports like that, and they're saying your bag's not here. Well, you can go to your tracking software through your phone, and it'll tell you where the hell it's at. A good idea. You can't go wrong. Precision finding. Okay, and it's called an ultra wideband technology. That's what they use, Apple, and they can tell you what it is, where it is. Unbelievable. Um, One, like I said, it will not work with Android phones. So you gotta download the app or and all that stuff, and you can't go wrong. $19 for just one. Can't go wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if the price even drop even more on these devices. Like I said, they're trying to clear out this warehouse. All right. The next item, Sonic Call Boom. You probably say, what the hell is he talking about? This is by Anchor. We're gonna get into Anchor again. This is an outdoor 80-watt subwoofer speaker. Um, it comes with a bass up 2.0, 24-hour playtime, and IPX7 waterproof and floatable, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. It's amazing how they come up with these devices that are floatable. You hear me? Um, was 139.99 on sale, 89.99. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I was in Costco yesterday over here by me, and I saw it. And I said, let me turn this thing on. I said, Anchor, nah, it can't come close to, I don't know, Harman Kardon speakers or we portable ones or anything Sony has or you name it, JBL. ladies and gentlemen, that thing blew me away. Do you hear me? The speaker was unbelievable. For $90, that thing just blew me away. I'm like, the sound from this is $90, and I didn't even turn it up all the way inside of Costco. I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Unbelievable. Tell you, Anchor makes some really good products. Even though you got tariffs on them that Trump's put on there, I hate to say this, ladies and gentlemen, the Anchor product, I own Anchor products, and I'm gonna get into that. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. But for this, ladies and gentlemen, an 80-watt booming speaker, and it's all advertised as 80 watts booming, and it does. You can also tweak the bass with the EQ on there. To an 80 watt, from 60 watt to 80 watts. That's unthinkable. Okay. Um, and it has built in a 2.1 stereo clarity and a 50-watt racetrack subwoofer. So you're walking around with a portable power station, and you don't even realize that you do. I mean, it's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable that you can have something like that to carry along or come when weather gets warm and you have something that powerful, and it's not that big. It's not that big, ladies and gentlemen, and it's waterproof. Okay. Another thing I just found out, comes with a built-in power bank. You know, Anchor makes the power banks. Okay. Um, and it keeps you. I mean, you connect it to your phone, and you, like, say, if your phone gets low on power, you connect it to this, and you're good to go. This is crazy. This is $90, ladies and gentlemen. $90 for this. Okay. Next item. Now, we all have, majority of us have Wi-Fi. We have internet access, but we live in homes that have multiple floors, some of us, and you want to take your computer, tablet with you. And Amazon has the Arrow mesh Wi-Fi system. I know people that own it, they tell me it's very good, but it's very expensive. Covers up to 3,000 square feet in a house. You connect 75 devices, and it comes like in a 2-pack, right? And this is a little pricey, $239. Okay. This stuff is going to be expensive, but let's do this. Let's keep this down a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do this. We're going to do this real quick. Hope you enjoy that. So yes, the Aero 6 Plus Mesh. Like I said, $239.99. Oh, Chip Real. Thank you for coming on. And yeah, they're very expensive. And but I have friends that own it and they love it. And I'm just gonna say thank you very much for coming on, Mr. Chip. All right. So that's something you could think about. But I'm gonna give you some of the specs real quick. Comes with the advanced digital security. You have to buy a subscription for that. Helps protect your data. The spiel. Comes with a parental controls on here. You set Wi-Fi schedules, age-appropriate content filters on here, ad blocking. Okay. You can speed up your browsing on here. Also, Wi-Fi 6 gets a bandwidth boost. Okay. It supports additional Wi-Fi bandwidth on 160 megahertz. Okay, and can't go wrong. Also, it's backward compatible. It's compatible with other sources that you want to use with the Arrow. All right, cool. So that's from Amazon, your buddy, and Mr. Jeff Bezos. Okay. Next item. I told you I was going to talk about this. The Anchor portable charger. I own one. Okay. And it's a 325 power bank. It's got 20,000 milliampere hours with a 15-watt charging. And ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say this. This thing is unbelievable. I love that charger that I have. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's two-way USB C port, $25.99, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong here. Okay. I'd recommend it very highly. For $25.99, you can't go wrong. Okay. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. The next item is the MacBook Air M4 chip, 15-inch screen. Can't go wrong. It's got the built-in Apple Intelligence, 15.3-inch screen, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs solid state drive, which is kind of small. Okay, but this originally was selling. I'm telling you, all this stuff is coming down. Almost $1,200. Now you can get it for $1,000. Okay, I'm not gonna go into all of the specs for this particular Apple laptop, but you have 18 hours of battery life. They're using the Apple M4 chip they developed, not Intel or anybody else. It's all from Apple engineers. Okay, and it's got the Apple Intelligence. Helps you write, create, and express yourself. And it does protection too, so you can't go wrong there. And I don't own any Apple products. I've used them before, but for $1,000 for a MacBook Air 15-inch, you cannot go wrong. You just can't go wrong here. Okay. And last but not least, a Microsoft Surface laptop. Now this is a 2024 device. Okay. Windows 11 Copilot Plus, 13.8-inch screen, touchscreen display, and it's got the Snapdragon processor that's built in here. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. Originally, it was $15.99. This is on sale. You can get it at Amazon for a little under $1,200. Okay, so it's unbelievable. Like I was saying earlier, ladies and gentlemen, these companies, these big box stores, or places like Amazon, they can't hold on to this inventory. They have to clean out and get out of there and sell it. So here's something that dropped $300. Even though it's 2024, it's still got a high-end processor in there, 32 gigs of RAM, and it's something that it's that they have, and they have to get rid of it. I wouldn't be surprised if another price drop here. All right. Like I said, it's thin, can't go wrong. You're using the Copilot AI service that's provided on there through Microsoft. This is only if you want extended services with the Copilot, there's a service you can use through them. And where is it at? It's on my list right here. Bear with me. Copilot. If you want it, it's free, but if you wanted more services with it, it's a $20 a month service you can get through Microsoft. Okay, but yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm telling you, touchscreen, unbelievable. And a Snapdragon processor that was developed by Qualcomm. They're excellent, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go wrong with them. So, but yes, getting to AI, I hope everyone realizes there's other service machines, ChatGPT, you got Google Gemini, and I've tried them all, and they seem pretty good. ChatGPT helped me develop a logo for the shirts that I have, and that worked out really good. But if you're interested, go on a site called Zappa. It'll show you all of the AI services that are provided, what they can and cannot do, and how much they charge when you use the free version that they have. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have much more to say because this has been like a lazy 2 weeks, and I really wasn't planning on doing a podcast, but I just want to say thank you all for coming on. Mr. Trip Real, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. And we're going to end the show with this new song I picked up. It's called Smooth Romance. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your day. Take care. Good luck and be well. And we'll be back here next week. Enjoy.